This past week, I put a post up about this car, talking about it. It's been a while since I've done anything on it, and I made a reference to the fact that it's mid-engine. Threw a stone at a hornet's nest with doing that, and got some feedback from guys who said definitely isn't, and I didn't know what I was talking about. I'm going to prove them wrong in this video right now. A lot of people are used to seeing a mid-engine car with the engine in the back, behind the driver, and probably in the back 25% of the car. I agree, that's a mid-engine car. A mid-engine car would also have the engine in the middle of the car or towards the front of the car. I'll explain why. True definition of mid-engine car is when the engine is placed within the front axle center line and the rear axle center line. Any engine within that range can be considered mid-engine. Does an engine in front of the car traditionally, is that considered a mid-engine? Most guys will look at it and say, no, it's not. And that's why I got a lot of heat that I did from my post. And that's cool, I get it. I think maybe I would have had a knee-jerk reaction the same way, not fully understanding the definition of mid-engine. On this car, you can see this engine is behind the center line of the front axle. The leading two cylinders are approximately 2 inches, 3 inches behind the front axle center line, technically making it mid-engine. Now, why did I do that? How did I do that? Basically, it's got the stock firewall in it, believe it or not. But what I did do, Mustangs have a bump out on the passenger side for the heater core. I'm not running a heater in this car. Basically, I took the original firewall, cut that section out, flattened it by hand, welded pieces in because it had make some pie cuts anyway, gets in deep with it, in order to make it flat, and then welded it back into the original firewall. So I still have at least 60 to 70% of the original firewall still there, and it's in its original position. Coyote engine I run in this car, small. It squeezes in here nice and tight, definitely moves it back into the middle of the car, mid-engine, behind the front axle center line. Originally, the engine sat way front because of the firewall bump out. Now to answer the question, why did I put the engine so far back in the chassis? Why did I put the driver's seat 8 inches back from its original position? Why did I change the entire front suspension of the car from standard Mustang parts to long travel Fox body struts and steering rack? And why did I pick a Coyote engine, which is probably the strongest, the lightest, and the most powerful Ford engine ever made? I originally started building this car for no prep. That's why I was fully concentrated on weight and weight distribution. As the car sits right now, got 46% weight on the nose and 53% weight on the rear. That's with me in the car. The car tips the scales with me in the car at 2750. I think my time has passed for being able to run no prep as fast as those guys are going. So what I'm doing at this point with the car, not 100% sure, but it's going to get finished and I'm going to race it. I'll probably end up removing some of the travel out of that front end, tying it down a little bit, and letting the rear shocks extend, go radials, and just see how fast I can get it to go down. It also would be good for street racing. That's illegal. I'm not a young man, so I don't know if I'll be doing that, but it would be a great car for it. So back to the original reason for this video, to explain to everybody, yes, this is a mid-engine car. It doesn't fit what everybody has set in their mind of what a mid-engine car looks like, but going by the rule book, yes, it technically is. If you have a difference of opinion, light me up in the comments. I want to hear what you have to say. Maybe you can change my mind. Maybe you can't. I'm pretty stuck on it being a mid-engine Mustang. Let me know your comments anyway. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you like the content. More content on this car is coming, so if you're interested in seeing more about it, I also have a lot of videos from way back that people who've been watching the channel for a while probably are familiar with, so I'm not going to bore anybody with it right now. So go back and watch it if you want to get up to speed on this car. Thanks again for watching.